In this module, we are going to discuss about exploratory sequential mixed method design. In an exploratory sequential mixed method design, in the first phase, qualitative study is conducted. After conducting the qualitative study, we analyze the results of qualitative study, and these results are further expanded using a quantitative study. So in phase 1 is a qualitative study, and the phase 2 is a quantitative study. This helps us to expand the findings of the qualitative study in a larger population. One of the disadvantages of a qualitative study is you cannot generalize to a larger population. By using a quantitative study, this limitation of the qualitative study can be mitigated. So the first phase is a qualitative study, which is followed by a quantitative study in order to explain the results of qualitative study on a larger population. The intent behind using a sequential mixed method design is when we don't have a guiding framework. The research question is not well defined. In that scenario, first we need to understand the qualitative using the qualitative study, what are the guiding framework, and this guiding framework can further be tested on a larger population. That makes the this exploratory sequential mixed method design to a research method to be followed for ill-defined research problems. Such in an exploratory sequential mixed method design, the research problems usually stems from new research areas. Take, for instance, workplace spirituality, which is rather a new research area, and how you are going to dimensionalize the workplace spirituality, that will help in further understanding how measures could be developed for those. That's why when exploratory sequential mixed method design is always used for new research, new or emergent research questions. The basic procedures for an exploratory mixed method design starts with designing the qualitative strand. So usually in a qualitative study, the sample size would be maybe around 30. Suppose if we are using a grounded theory research inquiry strategy, so you expect a sample size of around 20 to 30. The findings of this is categorized, and then these findings are generalized or tested using a quantitative study. This could be a survey, or it could be designing a new app or a new product processes. Or I remember a study wherein these researchers have used to explore the readiness model of Industry 4.0. So first in the qualitative phase, they explored the dimensions of Industry 4.0 readiness model, and in a quantitative phase, they try to develop a measure in order to measure the Industry 4.0 dimensions. This brings an end to this module.